Back to the actually, just to follow up on Saeed's question. So if the State Department is sued, you won't comment.
When the State Department is sued, the same way any agency of the federal government is sued, they are represented in court by the Justice Department, and we defer to the Justice Department to speak to matters of litigation. I will still speak to the policy questions, which I did, but when it comes to litigation itself, I have to defer to the Justice Department.
No, it's a lawsuit against this department, but yeah.
And I'm going to let our attorneys speak for us,
Sure.
which is always good advice.
And just to follow up on the hostage talks, ceasefire talks, there's some reporting from the National in the region that Yahya Sinwar, after being appointed as the new head of Hamas, has sent a message through the Egyptian mediators of his kind of position on the talks, saying he's got his firm position is that there should be a full Israeli withdrawal from Gaza. He wants the release of high-profile detainees. He's against the deployment of a multinational force. So these are things that I think the U.S. some of those things the U.S. has been in support of. It seems to suggest that he's going to have a stronger, or potentially there could be an even more difficult approach by Hamas to the negotiations. Have you been sort of informed by the Egyptians of a message coming from Sinwar to the negotiating team there about any new position or new approach?
Look, I'm not going to negotiate in public at all, but I will say one thing that was true before the death of Haniyeh and remains true today is that Sinwar was ultimately the decider when it comes to questions on these talks. And so whether he is sending messages directly or sending messages through intermediaries, he has always been the person who would decide whether Hamas agreed to a ceasefire or not, and under what conditions they would agree to a ceasefire. So we don't believe that has changed.